on, y'all? We are live at South by Southwest, and this is the best place to be. We are live at the Mainstream House. You know, this is a place where we're literally bringing Web3 to life and Metaverse. We got to get everybody into this, man. We need everybody involved. It's so many great things going on, and I'm sitting next to some guys that's been in this industry for a minute now. Man, I mean, like, I know y'all personally, some of y'all, and I love you guys' company, Gmetaone, and this is the Fireside Chat, and I want y'all to explain what you guys do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pass the mic down so everybody introduce themselves, and we're going to keep this thing going. Let's go.
What up? I'm DJ Filthy Rich. I'm the creator of an animated series called The Roach Motel, starring the 85 South Show, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, DC Young Fly, and what I've done with Gmetaone is they brought my IP into the metaverse. We'll talk about that more later.
I'm next. I make all of your different ideas come into reality in the metaverse and Web3. So I pretty much build, I make things. I'm creative.
What's going on? How y'all doing? Slice IX. I facilitate merging the convergence between the virtual world and the physical world. So that ties into events. Being able to convey these brands in a way to where people understand that it's not just an ideal. It's not just something that we just coming up with out of our head. You know, it's real use cases. Like even with this is bro's intellectual property. We looking at it as a physical product, but also we got NFT representations of this. We got virtual representations of this. So it's really just showing how everything comes together. That's
what's going on, everybody. I'm Jay Crypto. And I've been in this space for a few years, and pretty much what I do, I handle any type of development, oversee any development that's going on inside of the metaverse.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Iggy. What I facilitate is marketing, communicating the ideas to the masses, helping people understand what your IP is when it comes to the digital world, when it comes to the virtual world, to be able to illustrate those in a way that people can understand, communicate, and digest. The biggest thing that we want to make sure everybody understands is the effectiveness and to be able to enter into Web3, into the metaverse. And in order to do that, I think it's important that you understand our history and how we got to this moment, right? So when it comes to our skills, you know, dating back to social media and developing and understanding that we've literally hit the mark 3 different times, being ahead of the curve. Back in 2018, early 2019, we were pushing and telling people that they needed to use QR codes in order to automate systems. People looked at us like we were crazy. We developed systems to be able to automate things for restaurants, to be able to scan a QR code and order. Right. Fast forward 2020, we all know what's happening. Now QR codes are a part of our everyday life in multiple different aspects. Right. We move forward into the crypto revolution. We started the biggest crypto play ever, where we focused on educating and onboarding people into the crypto space, helping people understand the fundamental basics of being able to move in the space, from wallets to being able to help move and develop cryptocurrencies, to be able to launch those and on forward into the metaverse. Right. And just like the other two, people looked at us like we were crazy. People didn't understand what was going on. People didn't understand how they can transition into that space. And so with Gmetaone, what we've been able to do is kind of bring things down to a realistic level. Because when you hear metaverse, when we hear Big Zuck, that's what we like to call him, Big Zuck. When you hear Big Zuck talk about meta, right? So it's kind of get stuck in the virtual reality space, all right? You miss out on the blockchain, on the transactional aspect of things, to be able to integrate those two to facilitate business models, to facilitate business structures, to facilitate transactions, right? Being able to take your idea, your IP, your intellectual property, and be able to put that into a virtual space that you can actually run a full-scale business, because you can monetize in that space everything from advertisements to actual transactions where you're selling physical products, digital products, music, like the list goes on. So with Gmetaone, all right, a number of things we've done, but kind of starting out, just like we saw a performance here, we're having an event here. One of the things that you guys can actually experience over there, we were able to kind of duplicate this space right here that we're sitting in right now inside of the metaverse for you all to be able to experience in virtual time, in real time, inside the metaverse, and understand how we've been hosting events where thousands of people from all across the globe have been able to congregate in a virtual space, in one space, and be able to advertise the business, be able to get your products, your services, your brand in front of people from all over the world who are already interested in the space. So versus looking at things from an idea and a perspective of all the things that's possible and getting stuck and stagnant in the possibility possibilities, we want to show you what we've actually done. We want to show you what we're actually doing. We want to show you how we transition from just educating to actually developing in the space, to building for ourselves, for other people. Right, Roach Motel, we were able to build a 4-story building inside the metaverse that he's been able to now start monetizing with his physical products, with virtual products, and also the web series there. So it's a bunch of different possibilities. In order to understand this, we want to give you a foundation. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn it back over to my brother Jay Crypto so that he can go a little bit deeper into what we've done, what we're actually doing, so that you guys can have a solid foundation when it comes to metaverse and Web3.
For sure. Hey, I want y'all to do me a favor because right now there are people actually watching this in the metaverse. And, you know, if you want to actually experience, like, seeing them actually, you can go on your phone right now. If you type in Gmeta1.land, it's going to take you directly to the actual parcel. Now, this parcel is a parcel that we actually own, right, in the metaverse. We paid about 5.7 Ethereum for this actual parcel. At the time, that was probably about, I would say, like 19, 20K. I want to go into what Gmeta1 is, right? So who are we? What do we do? We're a hybrid metaverse ecosystem that focuses on a few things. We focus on business development, we focus on real estate tokenization, and we focus on education, right? When I mention metaverse, you know, for most people, it can be kind of complex because a lot of people, right, they'll hear the term and, you know, they'll go to YouTube. And again, there's a lot of hype around it. You can go to YouTube and find a YouTuber who's like, they'll say, oh, well, you can type in, how do you monetize in the metaverse? And the video will tell you, you know, go invest in sand or go invest in mana, right? And it'll give you a whole bunch of statistics, you know, and it doesn't really tell you that, you know, you can actually create, you know, there's actually functioning economies that are operating in this space right now that people have no idea. I mean, obviously we have some sort of idea of what's happening, but they don't know how to actually develop in the space. Like, nobody knows that you can go into the space as a contractor. You know, nobody knows you can go into the space as a real estate broker, right? Nobody can actually tell you that you can go in there and actually just start creating and developing, you know, your own stuff. So what we wanted to create with this platform is we wanted to be able to create a platform that was user friendly for us to be able to onboard people into the space and get them, you know, accustomed to how to maneuver in the space as well.
How many people here don't even own a crypto wallet? Put your hand up. So all of y'all have crypto wallets? All of y'all? Everybody has a wallet? That's good. When they first met me, I ain't have a wallet. I ain't know what a wallet was. So I feel like this was November. This was November of last year. So I feel like I'm the perfect case study for the success of what these guys bring to the table because I didn't know anything. And I wanted to know so bad that Slice really just kept telling me. I've had this cartoon for years. He was on me, man. He was on me. He's like, yo, this is the illest cartoon. You got to do NFTs. You got to get in the metaverse. I'm like, nah, I don't know what that shit is. I don't know what it is. So one day it just clicked. I'm just like, you know what? I got all this going on. I want to know. So Slice walked me into his metaverse building, and I just grabbed it because I have kids at home, and my kids play Roblox all day, every day. And not only do they play Roblox all day, every day, they spend all my money on Robux, which is not real money. So once I grasped that concept, I'm like, okay, so if I could do this same thing for my company in the metaverse, then I could probably make some money too. So let's talk about utility. This shirt right here, there's a digital version of this shirt in my building. If you buy the digital version of this shirt, your character will have that shirt, and I send you the real one. This is utility. This is what they taught me about utility. So it's like, okay, you could be cool in the metaverse with that shirt, but you could also get that at the house for people. So for people who are used to making transactions and receiving something physical, that's the utility behind that. So we're also going to launch. I have these plush toys. These are physical plush toys that you could buy, but we have Roach Motel pets coming out, digital pets. So you're going to walk around with these little pet characters, and if you purchase one of those NFTs, you'll also receive a plush toy of that pet in the mail to your house, another utility. So people who just only understand physical transactions, I wanted it to spill into that too, so the learning curve is smaller.
This is truly an example of migrating your intellectual property from what we know as the physical world into the digital world. Now, Roach Motel already existed. It been existed. This ain't nothing that we just came up with in November, right? But being able to do integration with the blockchain has expanded the business model to the point where it's a cap on how many people can be up here. At one point in time, it's gonna be, it's only so many squares on here. It's only so many people that can stand right here. But if I drop a link in the metaverse, thousands on thousands on thousands of people. I seen Stephen Aoki do a concert in the metaverse and had thousands of people in there. And, it's no safety issues. It's no overhead. It's nothing. Even when we talk about what we went through, during the pandemic, you don't need a jab to get into a virtual concert. You feel me? So it's so many use cases, and I feel like, this right here is the perfect example of being able to brand yourself on both sides and not leave any money on the table. You're not leaving anything on the table, So with that being said, I want to introduce my brother Street Bud to the stage right now. You feel me?
Yeah, man, it's the kid Street Bud checking in. You know what I'm saying? The hardest youngin' in the metaverse. I want to shout out my boy Slice, my boy Iggy, my boy J Crypto, my boy Next, my boy DJ Filthy Rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm the hardest youngin' in the metaverse. You know what I'm saying? I got the most NFTs for a youngin' in the metaverse, man. You know what I'm saying? The youngest crypto player ever, biggest crypto player ever.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let y'all hear my new song out right now. It's called Put That Shit On. Let's get it. Yeah.
Done deal on the track.
Ooh la la, Sxsw.
Yeah, let's go. Design on my clothes, I'm dripping it, babe. Today I put that shit on. I blocked the number again. She still keep calling my phone. Walking designer and spin, I'm mixing the pot up with the V-Long. Now everybody need a loan. They already know what I'm on. Pull up frog guys. When I'm hopping out the Porsche, I got so much money on me, I can buy the whole store. I be ballin' like on Kobe, I be jumping out the court. Bought that brand new Lamborghini, it come with a lot of horse. And I bought that new McLaren just to post it up and flex. I don't go through TSA because I'm hopping out a jet. Design on my clothes, I'm dripping in, babe. Today I put that shit on. I got the number again. She still keep calling my phone. Walking designer and spin, I'm mixing the product with the V-Long. Now everybody need a loan. They already know what I'm on. Yeah, man, let's put that shit on. Out right now on all platforms. Make sure y'all go get that. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on all social medias at StreetBud_. You know what I'm saying? The hardest youngin' in the metaverse. Remember that.
You dig.